Go back to Jareed.
Why? That's bad advice.
No.
It is.
How?
What do you mean how?
Unless if you're gonna fight, don't bother to fight. The very same thing that you've been doing with Bumi. Continue. You and Bumi was said to me a week once last week when you said we're about to prove to him who's the man, and clearly he could see who's the man. That's why he decided to make a decision. Speak to him. You guys were lovey-dovey yesterday. Do you think you?
No, that was all fake.
Guys, I had to rewatch what Lerato was saying to Liema to be sure my ear wasn't aching. How on earth, after everything that happened last night, Lerato is trying to advise Liema to go back to Jareed? Guys, guys, I made a video of what really went down yesterday. For some reason, YouTube keep rejecting the video. I'll edit it, re-edit it, upload it again, the same thing. So I just had to rest from it, okay? So guys, by now you should know, at least have an idea of what happened yesterday. Jareed went ahead to be with Els, all in the name of trying to get back at Liema, in order to get a reaction from her that will lead to her disqualification. Jareed said to Liema's face that he has been plotting this whole thing for the past 2 weeks because he is aware that Liema and young Papi did some things. So this is a payback time. And he wanted her to be disqualified because Liema is already on 2 strikes. So had it been Liema reacted yesterday, it would have resulted to another strike, which is automatic disqualification. A guy that looked into a lady's face and said, I am not the type of guy you should mess with. Whereas he has not been faithful either. Jareed has not been loyal in that house. We saw how he has been moving from the beginning. So after everything that happened yesterday, Lerato has the mind to come advise Liema to continue whatever with Jareed. If she had a good plan for her, she wouldn't have waited for her to come to the restroom for her to give her that advice. Because there is no way she would say that thing in the open. Even if Papa Ghost was close by, Papa Ghost would say no, don't do it. That is bad advice. And Liema even told her, no, I think this is a bad advice. She said, no, both of you were lovey-dovey yesterday. You cannot just give up, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Lerato, I don't understand. Must she be with a man? A guy that has clearly disrespected her, shown to her that he actually does not care. Is it the same person you are telling her, advising her to go and be with? She was even saying that go and speak to him. Now I understand why after everything Papa Ghost does or says to Lerato, she stay back. Because what is this whole thing? Is it that ladies are so scared of being alone or what? After everything that happened yesterday, Lerato had the mind to advise Liema. And you see the funny thing, before she gave that advice, Z and Lerato were, on the table where Z was trying to give a report of what went down yesterday to her fellow housemate. I'm like, Z, these housemates were awake. They know what was going on. So what is the reporter's speech for? Okay. All of them were laughing. They were actually giggling. It was really, the whole thing that went down was funny to them. So after you knew that the whole thing that happened wasn't so good, you still went ahead to advise her. I'm really happy that Liema said, no, this is a bad advice. I'm not going to do it. And I wish and pray that Liema will not fall for that. Because what? After everything that happened, no. Whatever Jareed has been doing with Els and Mpumi cannot be compared to what Jareed said and did to Liema yesterday. He opened his mouth and said he has actually been pretending all this while. He has been plotting this whole thing with Els and Z. in order for Liema to react, get a strike, and get disqualified. That is evil. I can't believe Lerato was actually advising her to go back to him. Hell no. So instead of you to be alone, you'd rather be in a toxic situation. Moving on, guys, I'm so happy to see the housemates, having their haircuts, having some touches here and there. And Sinaye has a new look. Wow, he tinted his hair and he's now looking like a white boy. Like, he's looking like an English boy. The new look fits him so well. Jareed, on the other hand, also has a new look, which also looks good on him. And finally, guys, Els and Mpumi were having conversation. I would have played the clips, but music was playing in the background, alright? So I don't want a strike, I beg. Els was trying to narrate everything that happened. And she was trying to tell Mpumi that an opportunity came and she grabbed it. She's an opportunist. So whenever she see opportunity, she grab it immediately. I'm like, girl, hold on. A guy was clearly using you to get back at another person, and you call that opportunity. Hey, goodness. What kind of opportunity is this? Is this going to give Els more fan base? Is this going to bring brands to work with her? Is it going to give her a good name? What good has this whole thing brought to Els? If you see the way she was bragging, an opportunity, showed up and she grabbed it. I'm like, girl, you don't see. The way people reason in this life is so different. Who knows? Maybe Els really likes Jareed and, whatever Jareed decided to do yesterday gave her a moment to shine. Maybe that should be it. Because aside from that, I don't see any good thing that came out from that thing that happened yesterday. Nothing. These housemates, no. The way they move is something else. Lerato must really stop giving the Emma bad advice. Which one is go back to him? Is she the owner of her life? I beg, Lerato, please, don't come with that your ugly advice. We don't want it at all. And the funniest part is when, Liema was trying to explain herself. Lerato was trying to act like she doesn't know what was going on yesterday. So guys, I'd like to hear from you. Do you want Liema to go back to Jareed after everything that happened? For me, it's a capital N and O. Everybody should day their day and mind their own business and play their game individually at this point in time. Because for a guy to be so mean, to the extent of plotting and wanting a lady to be disqualified, it means that guy has no good intentions.